Hey there! If you're a dog owner here in Southington, Connecticut, you're in the right place. We're going to walk through everything you need to know to find a fantastic local dog trainer so you can feel really good and confident about the choice you make. You know that feeling you want, just a nice, calm walk with your dog downtown? Or maybe exploring a quiet trail and actually enjoying the day without any pulling on the leash. That's the whole point, right? To make every single experience you have with your dog right here in our town a really positive one. So first up, let's talk about why training is so helpful for life right here in Southington. And this is about more than just sit and stay. It's really about helping your dog become a relaxed, happy companion in all the places we love to go. Think about it. A well-trained dog can handle all the unique distractions we have. You've got the bikes whizzing by on the linear park trail, all the action at the farmer's market, and of course, the Apple Harvest Festival. That festival is a huge test with all the strange noises, dropped food, and crowds of people. Good training gives your dog the confidence to navigate these situations calmly, right there with you. Okay, so how do you find the right person for the job? Let's zero in on two of the most essential things you need to look for: their training methods and, of course, their credentials. The key word on this slide is cooperative. Positive reinforcement is pretty much the gold standard now, and for a good reason. It's all about using rewards, like treats or praise, to show your dog what you want them to do. This actually strengthens your bond and makes learning fun for them, not scary. Now, here's something important to know. Connecticut doesn't require trainers to be licensed, so certifications like these are a really clear signal of professionalism. It means a trainer has invested in their own education and passed some tough exams. The CPDTKA and KPA-CTP are excellent for general training. But if you're dealing with more complex stuff like severe anxiety or reactivity, you'll definitely want a trainer who has advanced credentials like the CBCC or CDBC. This is a really crucial point. Training should never, ever involve fear or pain. Those old-school punishment-based methods might look like they work fast, but they usually just suppress a behavior without fixing the root cause. And honestly, that can create brand new problems down the road, like anxiety or even aggression. All right, let's get into the practical side of things. We'll look at the different kinds of training programs you'll find around the Southington area and get a realistic idea of what the costs look like. So, choosing between group classes and private lessons really boils down to your specific goals. Group classes? They're fantastic for puppies and for practicing good manners around other dogs and people. But if you're dealing with a specific problem at home, your dog is barking at the window all day or jumping on every guest, that one-on-one attention you get in private lessons is just invaluable. You might also see board and train programs. They can be a really effective way to kickstart training. Basically, your dog goes to live with the trainer for a while for some intensive work. Just remember, the real work starts when they come back home. You have to be committed to those follow-up sessions to make sure all that great training actually sticks. And here's a look at what you can expect to invest in dog training right here in our area. As you can tell, the costs really vary depending on the format and the trainer's level of experience. This table should give you a pretty solid idea of what to budget for depending on what you and your dog need. Okay, so you've found a few options that look promising. Your next step is to set up a consultation. This is your chance to interview them, so let's go over the most important questions you'll want to have ready. This little checklist is a great guide for that conversation. You want to make sure their methods line up with positive reinforcement, and pay really close attention to that last question about homework. A great trainer is basically your coach. They're there to empower you with the skills you need to keep the training going long after the session is over. A well-trained dog is also a great neighbor. So let's wrap this up by covering some of the key local rules every Southington dog owner should know. Good training makes following these rules feel like second nature. These are pretty much the fundamentals of being a responsible dog owner in town. Southington does have a leash law for all public areas, and the state requires rabies vaccinations. Proper training can also really help with things like nuisance barking, which helps to make sure you and your dog stay a welcome part of the neighborhood. So as you get started with training, here are some awesome local spots to go practice. The fenced-in dog park over at Penthorne Park is the one place in town for safe off-leash work, which is perfect for practicing your dog's recall. And the linear park trail? It's like a real-world classroom for polite walking around joggers and bikes. Using these local spots will really help lock in everything you're both learning. At the end of the day, investing in good training is really about building a better, happier, and more relaxed life with your dog. It just makes everything easier, at home, around town, and when you have family and friends over. I wish you the very best of luck in finding the perfect trainer and in the amazing journey you're about to have together.